Hey, what am I doing back in Phase 3? Well, the last episode went good, but there were a bunch of minor adjustments to the factory that I wanted to make it more efficient, which is why at 8.5 hours, I'm now nearly done with versatile framework and getting those modular engines in there. I also realized that there was a lot of downtime by the end of that episode, a lot of it that I could have been using to get hard drives. Which is why I'm unlocking the jetpack right now, and this is not going to be a very factory-focused episode, but I do think a lot of progress is going to be made. I've also, since the last episode, marked down the locations of pretty much every one of the hard drives, at least most of them, if not all of them, and I'm not going to be able to get all of those right now. That is way too many, but during the time that I'm getting the modular engines are going to be the big deciding factor here, I should be able to get a pretty good amount of them. So first off, let me start putting some stuff away. I'm not going to need all of this when I'm running around the world. I mean, in fact, I should be able to pick up a lot of these and a lot of the... I'll keep this for right now, as I'm going around. But everything else, yeah, that all looks good. And now, with the jetpack and the Blade Runners, there's very few parts of Satisfactory that remain off limits to me. I mean, most of them are very obvious. They're parts where, when you walk into them, you immediately start taking damage. I mean, that's usually just out-of-bounds parts of the world where, if you're not already falling off of the edge into the abyss, you're not going to be surviving very long there otherwise. Happened in Season 2 and Season 1, where my factory just went off the map eventually. However, there is also an area over in the west side of the world that is otherwise a pretty normal sort of forest area that's still walking around in it as you start to take a lot of damage. I am guessing probably content that they'll introduce later. I mean, you can also see that getting a very good view of everything with the jetpack makes it extremely easy to find stuff like slugs all over the place. Of which, in addition to the hard drives, I'm going to be getting a lot of these too, because, well, any amount of exploration of the world is going to result in you getting a lot of slugs and a lot of hard drives, really. But still, I mean, even easier would be if I just, well, got the scanner. But scanning for hard drives is too resource intensive right now, which is why I cheated, ? Unlocked that on a previous test run, went around, found all of them, and now I'm doing that without them. Because it is still a consistent world, even as much as it feels like things might be randomized. No, it's all very carefully planned. I mean, you can see that clearly in the parkour stuff that just litters the landscape all over the place. Although the introduction of the jetpack, of course, does sort of eliminate a lot of that, or at least make it a lot easier. Well, still, though, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be extremely easy. I am still working with a limited amount of fuel and everything. Oh yeah, also since last time, there was just a hard drive right there. That's where the Catarium was. There's a hard drive. So I did also grab that one. It only required a few encased industrial beams, but, you know, I did not... I totally forgot about that one, being so close right to where it was already running by. Well, it doesn't really matter too much, as it is, like I said, just running over here. I just wanted to make sure that I got the jetpack unlocked and created and everything like that. And I have since been creating a lot of packaged fuel over at the oil ocean area. Could have even probably set up yet another power generator, because with being more efficient in the factory, I have actually gotten to the point where it is yet again working off of biofuel. But it's working off of a small enough amount of biofuel that the power grid shouldn't go down while I'm doing this. At least it didn't go down during my practice runs, so yeah. Also, just real quick, I am going to need to grab a lot of plastic here because, well, I need to still make circuit boards. I kind of forgot about that. They're a fairly simple thing to make, but they still are required for the last bit there, the adaptive control units, which once the modular engines are done, I'm going to switch it right over to that. And it should only take about, about two and a half of those being created a minute. Only about 10 minutes to complete, but I do need to have the resources to make that work. All right. There is also another ship like right up there, which requires, unfortunately, high-speed connectors that I do not have. So I'm just going to be skipping that one for right now. Look, the oil ocean is right over there. I'm going to be going back to that area eventually anyway, so that'll be a time that I go and get that. No, for right now, though, I am just... Like I said, I have made a route that I'm going to be following. This is not a speed run. So, yeah, from here... A little bit of power. All right. You know, I should probably do this. I do need those tickets. And normally it's like I wouldn't even bother because whatever, but hey. It's like... Eventually, in the next phase alone, it's going to be a lot more useful. All right, anyway. Now then. Where's my actual... There we go. Put on the wrong thing. I got a few things, of course, of solid biofuel to make this work. But I am going to be still probably needing to make a bunch of these biofuel generators just to start here. Right now, though, it's got to be 50. I forgot. All right. Oh, also got the most recent molecular analysis machine stuff done. Let me do that real quick. I dropped all of my iron plates because I'm like, oh, I'll pick up more, and I will. Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. Is there anything else? I still want to scavenge stuff too. I mean, you know, hey, I even purposely left that around there for that sort of thing. Anyway, next one right up on top of this cliff right here. What I gotta do is just walk right in between those other two cliffs and then, like I said, make a lot of use out of the jetpack. There's good reason why I hadn't been doing this before or anything. The jetpack makes just an enormous difference in actually getting up to these areas. I mean, like I said, parkour does exist. It's all over the place, really. But, you know, it's also still, you know, a lot more time taken to do that. There you saw it right there, which is fun. You can still clip through things pretty easy. Oh, whatever. You're out of the game, as it were, right now. You're not going to be able to get back up here. That's the point. All right. Batteries, honestly, I don't even know if it's worth taking the batteries because, well, they are a dime a dozen when you actually start making them, so, you know. Okay, 20 Morrowinds and a stator. I think this is the singular hard drive that requires a stator to actually open. So, enjoy it. Anyway, next one, right over near the slug here. There's sort of these three arches, I guess I'd call them. Well, there's also a slug, which I suppose is a lot easier to kind of see. Just right at the end of them, though, I should be able to see. There's the next one. Yeah, when you actually know where all these are, it's pretty easy to find all of them, as it turns out. All right, some quick scavenging. Good stuff, good stuff. Here we go. See, I told you I was going to be picking up a lot of these. And also circuit boards, too. You know, I'm gonna need to still make a lot of them, but, you know. Yeah, 30 Morrowinds. And that should be enough, because that's how much it generates. All right, from here, pretty much go directly south. See another slug right up here on top of this area, which I'm going to go grab. And then just drop right down, and there'll be another hard drive. Pretty much. Simple as that. Okay. Here. No, get the slug. Get the slug. I can do that while eating, you know. Anyway, there it is. Okay. Yeah, it's like there's... I do want to balance it with, like, not fighting too many enemies, because it does take a while, and I don't want to, like, start running out of healing items. But, wow, we'll see how that goes. Told you I was going to get a lot of those. Told you these things drop reinforced iron plates all over the place. And I am already starting to run out of inventory. I mean, granted, that was because, you know, I did purposely did take a lot of plastic with me, but I need that plastic, you understand. Alright, and right over here, there's a bunch of little mushrooms that spawn in here, and this leads up the cliff and to the next area that I'm looking for. Because there is a very particular area that I want to get to. A place with a lot of computers, so I don't have to buy computers. Then yeah, you just kind of go farther away from the cliff, and that leads me right to this area right here. And there's the next one. Told you, it's a very quick sort of process if you know where you're going. Although these things are... I remember every time that I go to this one in the past few seasons, it's just like, damn, there's a lot of these. Like that. But not too powerful or anything. They're just very numerous. Okay, then. Alright, I'm alive. It doesn't matter. I can both pick up things and eat at the same time. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. Alright, scavenging. Yeah, still gonna want these because, like I said, I need a whole bunch of those, and I haven't really been making them at all because I don't really need to, you know? Anyway, yeah, right. I mean, a lot of these things are pretty simple to get. Oh, right. A lot of these things are pretty simple to get. They're fairly simple requirements here, but... You know, it's still one to make. I still made sure that I had all of them here. Also, real quick, now that I got the molecular analysis machine. Oh, yeah, I remember this from the test stuff. Rubber concrete's pretty much the only one, because I don't want to do stuff with, like, electrode things. I have other things. I'm using all of my oil right now, and all of the heavy oil residue to create fuel. Although I don't think I'm quite efficiently creating that, which is why I could throw another fuel generator over there. Now, rubber concrete, on the other hand, is just a really effective way to make rubber, or to make concrete, and I'll also be making a lot of rubber past this point. Oh, once I get all those alternative recipes set up, you just wait. But anyway, that's still going to be a little bit. All right, follow the beach, and we're right here to the next one, which I believe is pretty simple to make, but it's not something that you're going to find, like, out in the open. Yeah, 7 frames, or 7 steel pipes and whatnot is one of those things that it's like, doesn't really... You don't find steel things out in the world. You know, you have to actually craft those. Which, I mean, I've been crafting plenty of them, certainly, so not really a problem for me. Now, here's where we come to the interesting bit. This is a place that I like to call the bamboo forest. The bamboo forest is frightening and annoying. Both frightening and annoying, which is because it's an endgame area. So, pretty much it's very, very hostile. A lot of enemies in here. A lot of jetpack hogs. There's one point in time that I saw an entire pack of 3 of them in the test runs that I was doing. just 3 of them right there. Yeah, but, like, you know, in addition to that, very radioactive, many more powerful, you know, the green super cats that you see around here more than anywhere else. Grab you. A lot of good stuff, though. Slugs in particular, I think, are a pretty obvious example of that. And then next one that I'm looking for, there's also just a bunch of these that I'm not even going to be able to open up. That's just an unfortunate truth of the matter. Let me... It's a little bit over here. Yeah, it's like kind of on the map. It's sort of on the left of the map, right in this area, about. So, yep, right there. Looking out for jetpack hogs. I don't see any. I think we are clear of jetpack hogs. But yeah, this one is one quantum computer. Literally not even possible to make in the game just yet. However, it does also have supercomputers over here, which is more what I was looking for. And then I am going to, like, go and empty out a little bit of my inventory here. Like, do I really need a couple stacks of that and everything? I also probably want to go and get some of the slugs crushed into slug juice. because they are also alone. They are three inventory slots right now. I'm gonna be picking up a lot of stuff. Mostly computers. A lot of computers. But anyway, over here though, another purple slug. Come on, I can do this without just keep looking at it. Don't look away. Anyway, next one right over here. Right over hereabouts. Much like I said, radioactive. Very radioactive area. I originally called this the radioactive forest because it's so radioactive. Like, what can I even say about this? Alright. More important things, though. Do want to pick up the radio control units. So that's the other big prize here. I mean, you know, aside from the actual hard drive and everything, which is sort of the entire reason why I'm here in the first place, right? I think I got everything otherwise. Give me the motors. Motor's good. And, you know, that. Hatchers are very powerful creatures. Anyway, real quick, while I am here, let me just, like I said, start to go and crush a few of these things just because they are really starting to take up some inventory space. Also, get rid of this. And yeah, this will also just, this too, that should all be good. Taking a look in the upper right corner, halfway done with the engines, and nearly done with the versatile framework. Shouldn't be more than a couple more minutes for that. Alright, keep grabbing these two, they're going to be pretty useful. Don't really want to fight everything possible, because like I said, I'm starting to run out of these nuts. These nuts. Anyway, so next thing over here, ignore the coalesce. I just do not have the inventory space for it. Grab up a couple more of these. Big thing that I'm looking right now, yeah, there's this area, which sort of looks like a crater lake, a lake made from like a asteroid impact or something. There's where the next one is. Good stuff. Take some of these. Hope that there's not a jetpack hog about to murder me. There might be. You never know. But I don't think I can open up this one. Yeah, it requires crystal oscillators, which I still have yet to unlock. Well, don't worry. There's a lot of stuff that I have yet to unlock, which is why I am not going. Which is why I'm okay with leaving that there for right now. All right, then we got like this small watery area, but next up here should be like a small. It should be me getting stuck in the bamboo. Okay, come on, please. But yeah, next up over here, though, there should be like a small hill area that I'm looking for specifically. I mean, technically, I could unlock the crystal oscillators right now, and I will for like a little bit later. It's just I don't want to spend the time creating like 10 of them right now. That's too many. All right, here we go. Yeah, small hill-like area. See how it's very gentle slopes, everything like that, and there's the next one. All right, this is also the first point in time that I'm going to start to be able to get computers, which I want. And part of the reason why I'm here in the first place is to get computers. I want them. All right, high-speed connectors is what this one requires, which is not going to happen. That's too many. Then next area to go to, actually a pretty simple one to go and find, given that it's just directly in front of me. It's the place where all of the like arches here meet. This one I can actually get comparatively. This is actually I think maybe the highest. Speaking of jetpack hogs. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah? It's very amusing, but also incredibly deadly, which is why I want to stay far away from those. This is also the place where I got killed by a jetpack hog back in the first season. Fun fact. Questionably fun facts. I do not like those things. But anyway, this is like the tallest point in the entire world. And as such, our drive they get here just totally open. Doesn't even require anything. And then even on top of that, just drop all the way down here. Slowly, slowly. Don't be too hasty. But, you know. And here's the next one. This one I remember very vividly being very annoying just because it has tons and tons and tons it requires a lot of electricity. Like, I'm gonna need to create, what, 4, I think? Yeah. Once again, I'm worried about jetpack hogs more than anything else. Because they are around and they are being mighty threatening. Just real quick. But also, you know, this area is sort of like the farthest out that I want to go, but it also has both jetpacks and regular computers all around the place here. It's a lot of fun. And, you know, also just a lot of you know, higher tier sort of items that I'm looking for around here. And also some, you know, screws, if you're into that. Also, let me just get rid of some of these frames. I really don't need all of these frames and stuff. They are sort of clogging up the inventory. I do kind of want to, like, clean up these areas for reasons unknown even to myself, but, well. Yeah, this requires, like, 200 Morrowinds or so. So, going to need to... Alright. Now then, well, just, like, start shoving all this stuff in here. Do this. Yeah, do all of this. Everything's going to get overclocked a lot. 325 right now for the modular engines. Doing good. Took a while last time. And that should be good. There you go. 200 Morrowinds, give or take. And that is all complete right there. Yep, everything cleaned up. Everything cleaned up. Now then, what do we got? Nothing very good, but pure copper ingot is eventually going to be how I end up creating all of the copper ingots. I don't want to do it like that, but I mean I will. Also, I forgot to get the crystal oscillator again. Whatever. Look, all the stuff for crystal oscillators will get done eventually. Right? Anyway, next one. Follow the river. Just gotta go upstream here and look for it to turn into a red river for reasons unknown. But anyway, just follow this then, and that's the next one. Let me just real quick make sure I'm at good health, because this one is one of those areas surrounded by a bunch of poison. Poison and, of course, hatchers. And there's the pod right there. I should go and see. I should go and take a look around and see if there's anything up on that cliff. That's something I haven't really done at all. Oh, man. It's so poisonous. This is also one that's going to require a lot of energy. Well, okay, not a lot of energy, but is going to require energy. So let me just set that up a little, you know, kind of far away, but close enough, all things considered, to still... I'm just going to drop all of this. Like, why even bother? Do that. I mean, I'm still going to be obviously wanting that. I would take it if I could. It's just, man, I really cannot. All right. Requires a couple heat sinks, which I am only too able to provide. And was there anything else of interest up here? I mean, some stuff. Oh, computers. Computers are important. Computers are very important, after all. All right, that'll work. Now then, okay. I think I'm going to go and crush a couple more slugs while I'm doing this. Next one is pretty much due south from here. This is the one that I actually got in, you know, on the route here relatively... Oh, jeez. That's what I'm talking about. There's not the purple slug, but, like, also me running away, because I don't want to fight that. I die. I would die. I would perish. You understand? But anyway, right over here. Actually, a little bit farther over here, if I remember correctly. No, right over here. This is... It's got this kind of, like, long, straight sort of river thing. I believe it's right at the end of it. Yep, right there. And a lot of uranium. As you do. Alright, this is the reason why I picked up those those radio dealios because, well, yeah, right there. I need them. I need them for that. Okay, and then from here, next place to go. Is there another place to go that I want to hit up first? No, if I'm remembering this correctly. So we're going over to the gigantic spirey type of thing here. A pretty cool looking area. At the top of it contains impure, strange alien metal ore, not currently used, and also a purple slug. Yeah, not currently used. It is something that I'm guessing is probably going to be phase 5, whenever that happens to come out. Right, I don't know why I did that. I want to do this. All right, once again, clear out a little bit of my areas. Although heat sinks, I don't think are going to be super useful past this point. I also probably won't end up fighting a whole lot of things comparatively, so let me just, you know, get rid of a few things right now. Just to once again consolidate the inventory a little bit. All right, from here, I think I should even be able to see the next one. It's like, and they're like directly below me. Indeed it is. And there we go. All right. No, open it. Open the thing. All right. Way, we hit double digits. Honestly, I'm going to stop picking up stuff at this point. It's like I'm just clear. I need to keep continuously clearing out my inventory all the time. It's like it's not really being all that helpful. Next one, you can actually see right there. It's right there. But I need to go get to some area to touch down for a couple seconds here to make sure I'm not running out of jetpack fuel mid-flight. Since it fills up very fast, but it has very limited quantity otherwise. It's weird how that works. Anyway, slowly making my way over here, but watch out for jetpack hogs again. Jetpacks, I mean, you know, having a spare jetpack is not going to hurt. I'll say that, though. All right. Yep. No, I need 20 Morrowinds here. Honestly, it's like if I could just get you to run off the edge, that would be quite convenient. And there you go. That'll do it. Now, usually there's more here, if I remember correctly, so I'm still going to try and be a little bit cautious right now. Get out. Now then, go to reason why I keep continuously bringing all these cool motors along with me. They do get used. All right, next one is right up on top of there. You can see it right there again. Although it's a little bit trickier to get. Should be pretty simple if I just move around here in the right way. Just got to make sure that I'm not running out of jetpack fuel is the real thing. And this, the non-factory version of the factory game. I mean, it's like I don't even have the rifle yet. There is a rifle that you get in the game, you know. But I haven't been doing anything with sulfur. Like no compacted coal, no turbo fuel, nothing going on. Of course, you know, it's not so much the fuel that I'm having a problem with right now. It's not being able to create all of the fuel generators to use the fuel that I'm creating. All right. And yeah, you can pretty clearly see the area that I am going up to from here. Just got to go find and grab that yellow slug. And I'm not going to worry about it. Got it. All right. Then pretty simple jump right up here. There. And do want you. Of course, things immediately start attacking me as I get up here, as you do. As what normally happens. Grab that. And next up, I think it's just pretty much as simple as floating over here. No, it's right on the side of this area here that I refer to as the purple plants, because I am a very, very original sort of, you know, I come up with very original names. Okay, well, on the edge, I mean, I suppose not. It's right there. But still, it's not too far into it is sort of the difference. That one requires the black powder, which is why I brought some with me. All right. It's kind of a rare one to see. I think there's only 2 in the entire game that use that. More than staters, I suppose, but still. Anyway, there's like this rivery area down here, kind of going to like the place it points to, as it were. And you can kind of see how, like right over in this place, is the next one. And I do believe seeing gas clouds and whatnot is a good sign, because it's right here. There you go. All right, enough of that. 30 Morrowinds, okay. I'll also take this too. Also, you know, of course, we got a lot of gas here too, on top of that. Because that's what I need, baby. I need gas. I hate this place. Thanks, autosave. Well, it's a good thing I just autosaved, I suppose. Funny enough, it's just like, yeah, well, just, you know what? If you're gonna interrupt me like that, I'll use your autosave. Thank you very much. All right then. Here. I'll just go walk out of the area then for a couple seconds and then walk back in. Is that it? Now then. It's ridiculous. I mean, hey, it was a prime opportunity for that, though, right? All right, well, anyway, next up, running over here then instead, and also getting some more... and once again, because I keep grabbing... that all the time. All right. Whatever, just give me a little bit of this and get me over in this area where there's actually a few different things to get. And I'm sort of hoping at this point in time the molecular analysis machine, 14 seconds left. Good. I should be able to go and get one that requires crystal oscillator stuff over here. Picked up the crystal too, you know, just because, hey, it's going to be easier than not having crystals. And I'm not really planning to be using an awful lot of recycled plastic. Well, that's a fun shenanigans related thing, so I'm doing it. I do this, dump the rest of this because it's taking up too much space, and that should be good. Oh, wait. You too. All right, back to it. This is an area where I got the second supply of nitrogen gas from that one in particular. Might be a primary one this time, though. Also, get rid of this. I don't need that. All right, and then, yeah, if you just keep following it straight, right over here, there's the next one. Only requires one heavy modular frame. So pathetically small. All right. But anyway, aside from that, so that should be good there. Also, it looks like I left a crate somewhere. Maybe I'll go grab that. You know, I'm betting it's probably where I deleted a bunch of the junk. You know what I'm talking about. Grab you. Because if I'm right here, I am right here, after all. And then up on top of this area is the next one, which I do believe also requires power too. Does also require me to go and fight nonsense. As you do. As long as I don't have jetpacks, that's the only thing that matters. Yeah, 2 crystal oscillators, 20 Morrowinds. Okay. Can do that pretty easy. In fact, I don't really need to do it like that, but I did. Oh, I guess, you know, I'm looking at it right now. That is probably the biofuel over there, given that I don't have it right now. Anyway, let's just real quick go and clear out some of this stuff. Go and clear out a little bit of that stuff. Create a few crystal oscillators. Also will, of course, you know, get rid of the I can get rid of the rest of these then too. I can honestly get rid of the rest of these then too. And although I'm not going to really be able to All right. And then although I'm not really going to be able to, have enough crystal oscillators to do much of anything else, so that'll do for right now. Okay, next up then, all the way over back to the normal like plains areas. Just kind of following this one will result in me being able to get the next hard drive. They're all pretty tightly packed together. Again, if you know where you're going, it's pretty convenient. Like I have a good 15 hard drives right now, and I'm gonna get another 3, a couple at least. Certainly more than a few. I'm just gonna get rid of some of these. I really don't need them. Feel like they haven't been super relevant as of late anyway. It's just you don't pick those things up from the ground. Oh yeah, okay, I thought that it's just like, wait, was there one more thing that required crystal oscillators? And the answer is yes. There is exactly one more thing that requires crystal oscillators. As it turns out, little did you know. And it's true, I knew very little at that point in time. Yeah, that should be enough. It's like I don't really need a ton of it. I just need enough to power this for a couple seconds, right? There you go. I'm just going to grab the cable here and delete that. We're good. All right. And then, of course, as you would probably predict, the next one is just right down here even a little bit farther. Oh, my God, please. It's so committed. It's almost admirable. Almost. Not really. You know what? I'm not going to give it any sort of admiration. I reserve that right. Anyway. I want to get up a little bit high. I mean, honestly, not that high. This is not really that big of a deal, but still. I'll go up at least on top of this area here because it's right there. Surrounded by computers. Of course, 30 motors to get, but, you know. I got them. I got them specifically for this, after all, didn't I? You know, this is like a good stock of all of... a bunch of computers and everything that I'm going to be using later. I think there was even one more. At least I thought there was one more little deposit of computers somewhere around here. No. Okay, I mean, I can see this floating in midair, but that's normal. Anyway, next up, right down here, to more nitrogen. I mean... probably also could be a good opportunity to start grabbing this stuff when the time comes, but I got one near the base. I got that one in the last episode that I showed that actually has the nitrogen gas there that I'm looking for. How are we doing? 913. 45 engines left. Looking all right. I mean, it ain't too bad. At least for right now. What I would really like, to be honest, though, is some healing. If you could give me that. If you could give me just a little bit. Just a little bit of healing. Doesn't have to be a lot. And this I actually did do in the episode where I went over in this area. Got to get supercomputers, but also get 73 Morrowinds and then AI limiters, which are just right in front of it. It's pretty convenient. All right. Well, a fully overclocked version of this will work just fine. Yes, I know. I know. You don't have to tell me. There we go. This is why I didn't get rid of all my AI limiters. Well, I mean, I have in, like, previous stuff that I was doing. Ugh. Come on. I just grab this stuff so I can all leave. They don't want to let me. They don't want me to go. But that's too bad. Because I'm going. Alright. And then next up is one that was, you know, again, probably could have gotten to if I just used ladders and whatnot, but I didn't really feel like trying to make the entire trip up to the top of this area with ladders. It's generally, I mean, you know, the swamp entirely is just not a very friendly area, and this is no exception. After all. Okay, I'm gonna just grab you. few healing items, because I think I'm going to probably need them at this rate. And then you. And then pretty much I want to get up on top of these things here. Well, I want to get up on the cliff that these things are, you know, jutting out from. But you know what I'm talking about here. Grab you too. All right. So this is one of these annoying areas that has a lot of them there. Has a lot of them there poisonous gas hive things, which is why what I am going to do is, well, get up here to start with. Thankfully, most of the enemies are not really going to be lasting too long. That's another. Yeah. Also this. Okay. Is what I was actually trying to say. That was another jetpack hog. I saw it. I definitely did see it. Alright. Oh, whatever. Probably died due to, yeah, 200 Marwins. And that is a lot. I mean, specifically, it's going to be 4 overclocked ones. So, I'm just going to do that for right now. Same basic thing that I did last time, as you do. It's just I gotta also deal with, you know, poisonous gas here, too, on top of that. Alright. Then, just gonna kind of, like, you know, go in here. I know. It's not going to require more than a couple seconds of this, which is why I'm just going to do it like this. And that should do it. Also grab computers. Even a second computer there, too. Do I have another jetpack? Those are good for crushing. If I get extra ones, too. Does not look to be the case. All right. Well, that will do for that. Of course, I have so much junk. I have so much junk. Which are very irritating. All right, clear out this. To make this. All right. Maybe, like, just go throw away a little bit of this stuff. Throw away a little bit of this stuff here. Okay. Oh, molecular analysis is also done, too. Good. So, what's in the fun loot box this time? Not much. Quick-wire stator, I suppose, is probably the one out of these that I would want the most. Because, again, I don't want to have to use petroleum coke. It's just a frustrating. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. It's just a frustrating sort of thing to get. Oh yeah, here you go. Here's a jetpack. I guess it did tie to the gas, or not. I mean, it's. I suppose it ultimately doesn't matter now, does it? What it died to. But anyway, in the meantime, though, actually, what am I getting? I'm getting two more hard drives here before running back to the base, which is one kind of down here. If I'm looking straight ahead, I should see sort of like an elevated, yeah, this thing, which is not actually where I'm going to, but I mean, that's just a landmark that I'm looking for. Because straight ahead past it, from the direction that I'm approaching, is that right there. Which, hey, picking up those supercomputers. It's a good idea. All right, so that leaves me with 19 hard drives. If I had more crystal oscillators, I would have probably used them getting. I would have been able to get the hard drive leading in here. That one I scavenged way earlier. But at the same time, I also don't think I need these anymore. Good. We're already looking very good. And only 2 jetpack hogs encountered. Feeling like this is a fairly successful sort of run. Literal run. Actual run. I am running. But, like, yeah, this one requires, I think, 8... 4 2 Morrowinds and then 8 Crystal Oscillators, which, yeah, is just... That's a lot. That is too much. It's too much for me to even want to bother with. Then I'm also going to go sneak in here and grab this. Maybe against my better judgment, given that, you know, super cats exist in this realm. No hostilities towards me, so I guess I got out of there, okay? Good. I'll take it. All right, and then last one here is the one over by the coastline, just for 10, just requiring 10 stuff. Oh yes, and I have finished up with the engines at this point in time. So a little bit, I thought I would be going a little bit faster, but then again, you know, when I was doing my test runs, I was mostly just like running up to the hard drive, the pods, and then, you know, leaving. Wasn't actually opening them, whereas that is very much not what I'm doing this time. This is the full sort of experience comparatively. Grab it. Okay. And then since I'm about to go back to the base, I can just kind of grab everything at this point. All right. All looking good. Well, you know what? I don't really need all the reinforced iron plates that I have right now, so just throw it so that I can clean up this area. Not that you can actually get rid of the pod itself there or anything, after all. All right, but yeah, that was a good haul. 20, I mean, it's like, you know, nearly 25 hard drives or so. It's like that's not an insignificant amount, certainly. And although I could just go scale the cliffs here using my jetpack, it's like, let's just go up this area here, go through the wacky cave, make it that much easier. I guess I really overestimated the amount of fuel that I was going to end up using, because when I was doing the exploration around, I was using all of that, all 400 or whatever. Not so much here, but yeah, wacky cave. It's got like a false entrance behind the sand. I don't get it, to be honest. Well, anyway, so that'll wrap up that. I just need to go and get the last little part. So yeah, this is what I should have been doing in the end of the previous episode. Is more or less the entire theme of this right now. Oh yeah, and that's right here. There's the base skin. Just make one big loop back around like nearly 25 hard drives. It's like, yeah, no, it's worth it. Took 40 minutes, 50 minutes, I suppose, in total on my end. But then again, I did restore a save at one point. Restore an autosave at one point. Yeah. You know how that is. There is also even one more hard drive that I think I can go and get pretty easily, and I might go do. The last one over in the desert area, which I thought I remembered being there, but I guess I just couldn't find, and I don't know why. It's a mystery. But at the same time, though, too, I do need to go and start really building up all of the circuit boards then that I need here, because I'm going to need a lot of them. I might start just buying a few of them with the tickets that I currently have, and the tickets that I'm probably going to get by like crushing one of these, and you know, I should probably retain all of this. These are going to actually become useful at this point, right? So that should be everything, yeah. All right, grab out you. Yep, 150 computers. I think I got enough. Grab out all of this. Grab out this. And that. Everything. You know that too. Okay, well anyway. Now just real quick. Go and crush all that. Crush the jetpack too. I don't even need that right now. And then I don't think there's anything else that I really want to crush. But yeah, for whatever reason, those jetpacks are actually quite good tickets, it seems. And they're not even tremendously difficult to create. So, I don't know, take that how you will. Alright, just give me like 2 of these real quick. Might have to just want to save that for instead for doing for the next phase sort of stuff, but whatever, it's fine. It's not, you know, a super huge sort of loss or anything like that. Now the only other thing I think I need to keep rotors right now. Rotors are gonna be kind of important for the sake of what I'm doing here, right? Also, just real quick, go and I don't know, like a. Oh yeah, I also don't need this. Why do I even still have that in there? Okay, but yeah, as it is, let me just go start putting all the rubber in here to, you know, just like doing some. I'll put this in here. I don't even know why I have that. That's not really something essential to keep here now, is it? Okay, delete this real quick just in case it's sending more stuff in. I mean, it's not. It's clearly ran out of the things at this point in time, but still. Smart plating I'm probably eventually going to need for something, I'm sure. But I just want to make sure that it's like I get these all cleared out first before I start switching them over, just so that I can send stuff in that much easier. So yeah, now we can switch over to you. And now we can switch over to you. Now, same thing again. And same thing again if I could. Alright, well, whatever. Look, just set all this stuff in here, and once more onto the grabbing all the stuff out of this. Okay. So yeah, adaptive control units, good. And then adaptive control units real quick. Just start setting it all in here for the most part. Yep. Do that. Oh yeah, also you. And then we got a 4th one right here for you. All right. And then pretty much real quick. Yep, that's all the automated wiring, sort of done in the same way that I did it last time, and albeit, and that should set everything up to start mostly going through things right now. Real quick, you know what I'm gonna do is just like set this up here. Oh, a molecular analysis machine is also done here right now. All right. And then, yeah, let me go grab out all the other junk that I have in here, too. Although one of you should be empty, and I'm going to replace that with this. And then I'm going to take all of these, and then we're going to start doing this sort of stuff. This is the same basic thing that I was doing before. All right, then switch that over to instead you. All right, same thing. Okay. And then, yeah, it's like so on and so forth. Although at this point I should also go and grab some more of the, not you, the copper whatnots, just to be sure that I have enough for the things that I'm doing right now. Well, I'm kind of starting to run out of them. You know, I'm making a lot more than I expected to. Making a lot more rotors than I expected to, ultimately. Mm-hmm. Then you'll get switched over here as well. And then you'll get switched over here as well. And we just continue like this until it's all done. Finally got all that plastic out of my inventory. It feels good. Okay, and then the rest of these, it's like more or less are going to... I'll switch them off when I start getting, you know, more stuff, as it were. All right, so yeah, give me like this then. Should be good. Got the rotors that I need. Got like biomass power in case I'm going to be doing that. Should start having these in here. Then let me just hook that up and let's go get that last one then. Oh yeah, these are still just absolutely overloaded with the motors right now, right? Yep, sure should have expected that sort of thing to happen. But already at 20 here, should be able to fill it all out very easy. And like I said, in the meantime, go and get but a single more hard drive left to go. By the way, anything here? Yes, already done. Oh, there's the encased pipe. Nice Caterium circuit board. Wow. I think I might take the insulated one for right now. All of those are, like, relatively tempting, I would say. It's just, you know, also one of those things where I don't really know if I quite want to work with that or start working with something that I know that's going to be more relevant for the future more than anything else. Because I don't know how much... I mean, encased beams, great for making the super... what would you even call it? Super cubes. The more advanced cubes out there, but not very good for much of anything else. So I would rather just switch it over than to... So I would rather, you know, just get something a little bit more useful for... the future, which is crystal oscillators, which I'm going to need a lot of, period. You do eventually need a lot of those things as you're doing it. Anyway, with the jetpack, it should be pretty easy to just float over everything and get a very good look at the actual area I'm trying to find, because I do not remember where it is. Somewhere around here, certainly. And all right, up here. Currently at 38 for the adaptive control units. Like I said, it should only take about 10 minutes ultimately if I have it efficiently running right now, is the thing. And I think I do. If not actually efficiently running, it's mostly efficiently running. And it was like somewhere... Yeah, I think it's right there. Yeah, it's right there, definitely. Okay, and this is the last one then. Right, just take you down. Can still use all this, of course. And at this point, you know I'm so close to the base that I can just grab everything that's fine. Alright, and there we go. Back up to 20 hardened drives. And that is what I am looking for, and that is all I need to do for right now. Then pretty much I'm just going to go back to the base. Just hit the button to make the space elevator go, and then I'll be on to phase 4 for real. And at about 9.5 hours, that's roughly the same amount of time that it took me to finish up the phase 3 in the previous episode. But this time I'm like, I got 25 hard drives. For God's sake. It's pretty good. They stack up to like only 50 or so. And yeah, there are plenty more hard drives that I could go get. I know where all of them are. It's just, yeah, it was going to take too long. I wanted to do this while I was getting to phase 4, not, you know, not while, not during a point in time that I'm not in phase 4. You understand what I'm saying. We're working efficiently here. That's what we do here at Fix It. You understand? That is literally what we do. It's like the company's motto. It's kind of ridiculous. Absurd in some ways, but I mean, hey, like, as of right now, if they pay me an hour overtime, this is just like a Monday for me. Being 8 hours. Like, so how's the factory going on Massage 2AB? Yep, she'll be done within about 2 days, as we expected. As we were kind of looking for. Oh, good, good. Should be back by Tuesday. Should be back by Tuesday. We'll try and have donuts. It might be around noon or so. You don't really know how long it usually takes for the interplanetary travel, and also there might be something going on with the factory. Who knows, really? All right, come on. And it's just a little bit more, but it is looking good. Although I should remember that again, the actual, I mean, the production. I think probably since I have started, not, since I have now made it so that it is a little bit more, not as intensive. Although let's pump up the intensity a little bit, just for fun. I'm eventually going to need this for Phase 4 stuff too anyway, so whatever. Start making as many of these things as possible while I am not really doing much of anything else. And now suddenly has the power spiked up a lot. It sure has. And you can see the biofuel generation is being used when it sort of meets the line there. Because the production on the fuel side of things is all fixed. The production on biofuel does actually fit the amount that's being used, which is the difference there. And that does definitely make a difference. All right. Not that it matters. I have such a huge bank of stuff going on right now that I will be able to just trivially... Man, that's a lot. I've been creating a lot. Oh, look, and I'm also running out of the automated wire at this point, too. Which is expected. As I thought I would. But, you know. It is also a thing that's happening. Alright, alright. Definitely going to want to wrest all of the junk out of here after all of this is done, though. Given that I am going to probably want to use these to produce, I don't know, computers or something. Do I have other computer recipes? Not just yet. Or maybe even just, yeah, like crystal oscillators, for example. Could be pretty effective. But as it is, alright. Yeah, the automated wiring is, of course, not really going to be used for much of anything else. Ah, okay. Like 1 more minute left here. No, automated wiring is just automated wiring. It's used for this. It's used for this and this alone. Of course, I need to start creating a lot more adaptive control units for the next phase and all that, but still, doesn't necessarily mean that. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. Anything else I should do while I'm here? I could go start crushing all of this, I suppose. I mean, I could. Let's just set that in there for right now. What else? What else? There's so many different things. Also, you're not gonna finish this in time. Well, I mean, you can put that back in there. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's like I only need 2 more, so I'm just gonna start wresting all of these out of here too. And then finally finish up with just the last one here, and that's everything. How's the molecular analysis machine doing? Getting close. 2 minutes left. I mean, I suppose that is relatively close, but not really. You know? I mean, if I was trying to do this more efficiently, of course, I would definitely instead end up, I don't know, like trying to... how would I do this? Like, what I would do is I would probably end up trying to have this automated, at least to a certain extent, so even while I'm doing the Phase 4 stuff, it's already kind of going. But it didn't happen like that, so it doesn't really matter, because, you know, Phase 4 is going to be a completely different sort of thing. There it goes, 9:40. 9 hours, 40 minutes. pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so next time, and this time for real, I'm going to actually be doing Phase 4. And it is going to be... I don't even know. It's such a... Phase 4 is ridiculous. It's an absurd sort of one. But at the same time, too, I should be able to have, the best version of all the upgrades for buildings pretty much immediately. So it's like... quickly. Maybe not immediately. Immediately might be overselling it a little bit. But we will be very quick that I'll get that. And then, I don't know. I guess what I'll end up doing is just trying to actually create the factory at that point in time. Really up production on, like, foundation stuff. Really up production on, everything. Just every and anything will be... suddenly a lot. I'll be creating a lot more of that. Yeah. Well, let's just see. Round out the episode. What do I got last? Encased industrial pipe, flexible frames, Caterium circuit board. I'll take Caterium circuit board. Sure. In the meantime, let's just do that. Save the game here, and yep. Aluminium now coming up.